Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Extreme Arena and Hawkeye Volleyball, where today Iowa takes on the University of Illinois, the Fighting Illini. I'm John Evans, alongside right side hitter extraordinaire, my partner. Trying to think of everything else I can give you. Reagan Coyle, and. You know, Iowa, with their pin hitters down a little bit, you have any eligibility left? Maybe you could fill in on that right side a little.
Oh, I wish. I wish. Maybe they'll give me exception for COVID year.
There you go. Everybody else got one. Why would you not get one? Going through the starting lineups right now, you'll hear a name again. It's even different again than it was Friday night for Iowa. Of course, Joy Gallus will be your libero. Claire Amaral still back at setter. Dom Phil's getting the start tonight. Gabby Deary getting the start on the right side. Actually, Dom Phil's not getting the start. Sorry, Alyssa Warden getting the start in the back row, but Dom will come in the front row. Hannah Whittingstall, Gracie Gibson, and Michelle Urquhart. Malu Garcia out again today, violation of team rules, so she'll miss today's match as well. On the Illinois side, I'm going to need them to turn the lights back on for me. It's hard to read the Illinois lineup there. Avery Hernandez is one hitter, Kari Bohm, Raina Terry, Ashlyn Philpott, Brooke Mosier's the setter, Lainey Smith, and then Christina Martinez Mundo is the libero. Both teams coming off getting swept Friday night. Iowa was swept at home against Michigan. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Maybe the worst match Iowa's played in the Big Ten. And then Illinois was at Nebraska, and so probably not a terribly large surprise that they were swept at Nebraska, but they were competitive in the third set that fell in straight sets there, 28-26 in the third. So going back to the Hawkeyes a little bit, going to need to see a little bit more fire maybe today. You can handle losing, but the lack of intensity or punch back, I think, was the part that surprised both of us on Friday.
Yeah, I don't think the team was proud of how they played at all. Just lots of things that they didn't play Iowa volleyball on Friday night, and getting swept on Friday and Illinois getting swept on Friday as well. Both teams had a chance yesterday to reset, kind of get ready for today. So I think both teams will be ready to play a really good match, and it's going to take a lot cleaner, crisper volleyball by Iowa to get a win today.
Iowa's going to need to find a way to stop Raina Terry. 15 kills Friday night against Nebraska. She also had an ace, her 199th in her career. So she'll join a very elite squad of just 3 players. She'll be the 3rd player if she gets an ace today, and that's one of the matchups. Iowa in 3 consecutive matches has given up double-digit aces, and Illinois is the number 2 team by aces per set in the conference. So Iowa's going to have to step up the serve-receive game. It had been good, and it was very livable, even to a strength early in the year, and then over the last couple weeks, maybe has turned into a little bit of a bumpy patch.
Yeah, it's definitely just errors compounded on errors when they kind of get in that groove. So it's going to be important to start off strong from a serve and receive game and see what they can do.
Avery Hernandez to start off for the Illini. She knocks it over. Warden, good pass to Amaral, middle to Gibson, scores. Well, that had all the makings of a good start.
Sure did.
Pass was up and tight. You give your setter a chance to, I guess she's back row, so she had to pull it back, but later on that'll be a good one. Gallus knocks it over. Good ball from Hernandez. Right side swing off the block. Warden with a diving play. Gallus will step in. Urquhart finds a way to just push it over, but it's blocked back at her. Amaral right side to Deary. High block. Illinois is in the net. Raina Terry. I love how the down referee flashes the number, and Bohm had to look down at her jersey going, wait, he's
what
not.
number am I?
Yeah, he's not talking about me, right? Okay, good. Gallus to serve, Hawks up 2-0. She sends that over. Good serve into Hernandez. Right side swing again through the block. Warden on the overpass gets the dig. Mundo chases through, pushed all the way outside. Terry one-on-one's blocked, but Deary couldn't cover it as it fell down on the Hawkeye side.
Yeah, I just caught that ball as she was coming down from her block. Tried to get out of the way, but it just landed right on top of her.
Martinez Mundo to serve. She's going to be Eminem by the time the match is over. Just going to save myself some wear and tear there. Good solid serve. Urquhart on a great pass behind Deary. She kind of rolls it over, pushes to the outside. Terry, good roll. Urquhart. Amaral fights through. Warden pushes it over with two hands, uses Mosier. Terry will get a swing. High off the block and over Warden's head in the back row. We're tied at 2.
That's a tough swing to track down by the defense. Good touch on the block, but just a little too high and far for somebody to run down.
Yeah, that's just good power. High hands there to deflect over the back row. Martinez Mundo comes over and fires it at Urquhart again. Bad pass into the net and couldn't get chased down by Amaral. First ace for Illinois.
Now is the time if you're Iowa, after a pass like that, to get a good pass, get a kill. Don't let Illinois get on a run early in the set.
Stop the snowball. Martinez Mundo in the Navy jersey comes forward, fires it over. Warden does not get a good pass. Gallus steps in, gives Urquhart a swing at it. Good solid swing there, got the kill. Ricochets off into the crowd. Good swing.
Good swing by Urquhart. She struggled a little bit on Friday night, kind of getting going and getting in the positive column as far as hitting percentage. So I'd like to see her kind of lead the team tonight in that if she can.
Deary leaves, Marquardt comes in, Jamie to serve. Hops forward, fires across court. Terry with a good pass. Mosier pushes it back to Terry. Swing way over the top of everything. Touch called though. Was she intentionally hitting high hands there, or did she get lucky?
I think she got lucky.
That's kind of what what it felt like.
Yeah.
Lily Berry in now to serve. 4-3 Illinois. Good serve at Warden. Tough pass. And Amaral loses the joust to Terry.
Need those passes to be a little bit off the net for Amaral. She's in the front row right now, so she can go up and attack that, but not much she can do if the Illinois block beats her there first.
It's 2 balls from Warden that have been right on top of or over the tape. Gallus, that's a good ball. Pushes it back out to Urquhart. Good sharp cross into the scorer's table. Scores again. Dom Phils will check in for Alyssa Warden, and Michelle Urquhart will go back to the service line. Iowa trails 5-4. And Mickey's 2 kills was better than Iowa had done from the outside position most of Friday night. Mickey with a good solid serve there. Tight ball. And heads up play by Mosier. Whittingstall jumped with her, but she just went over and dunked it at an angle.
Kind of did a little spin in the air with that too after she contacted the ball. It was really tough to defend.
6-4 now. Raina Terry. Good float at Urquhart. Overpass again. Amaral loses the joust but stays in play. Gallus outside to Phils. No touch called on the Phils air. Amazing that little fingertip. What same swing that Terry took. But
just missed the hands on that one.
7-4. Terry knocks it over Urquhart. Good ball middle of the floor. Amaral pushes it to Phils this time. She rolls that one over. Terry from the back row, and actually Mosier tips it over. Whittingstall takes it. Amaral goes to Terry, or Whittingstall on the slide, and blows up Martinez Mundo and scores.
It's a good pump fake by Amaral there. She kind of acted like she was going to go up and swing on that ball. Sets the slide instead to Whittingstall, and Whittingstall had a nice seam to hit through.
Yeah, kept the middle blocker occupied when she went up strong with 2 hands. Whittingstall to serve now. Hawks down by 2. Strong serve there. Pass off the net. Comes all the way across. Swing high off the block. Whittingstall runs through. Amaral, middle to Gibson, has to tip. Uses Barry. Back row Terry. And that's a back row attack if she was on the line.
I was going to say it looked like she stepped on that line, but from our angle on Friday night, there were a few of those that I thought were back row attacks that weren't.
7-6 now. First hitting error for Terry. She had 4 kills on 5 swings before that. Whittingstall now serves again. Good strong serve. Barry can't handle it. And that's an ace serve. Haven't seen much out of that from Hannah, but boy, she does have it in her arsenal. Good strong top spin. She shows it off there. Tied at 7 now. Whittingstall again. Same spot. Martinez-Mundo steps in though. Outside, one-on-one. That was Hernandez that got the kill as she fired it off of Urquhart.
Whittingstall was able to get them within 1. That was a solid serving run. Need a good pass inside out here for Iowa.
Reagan Riley checks in. She'll serve. She's up from your neighborhood. Urquhart, good pass. Amaral pushes it across. Fills off the block. Riley steps in. She'll set it to the right side. Mosier off the block and scores.
Mosier, a great hitter as she is a setter too. It's nice when Riley comes in. She's able to take a few swings.
They can bring her in as a serving specialist and a setter, and she can kind of cover it up that way. Marquardt, bad pass, ace serve. Boy, that was right in the platform too. She just missed it. Cool thing Friday night with the sisters playing is Illinois was in Lincoln. Sisters were on the court together in the Rileys. Marquardt, high pass, middle of the floor. Amaral pushed it out to Phils. She goes out of bounds on a hitting error, and all the work to get back. And Iowa's now down 11-7. Riley, strong serve. Gallus there. Amaral behind Gibson. She knocks it over. Dug up by Terry. Outside. Hernandez rolls it over. Hawks get it over one-handed. Terry takes it. Riley, middle attack. Bohm isn't a huge offensive threat, but when it's a hitting line swing, that's going to be a problem.
Right, yeah, a free ball opportunity for sure.
12-7 Illinois, timeout Iowa. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. Every day, University of Iowa Healthcare is working to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. So mixed bag, I guess. You saw some early push and fight back, and then now Iowa having a hard time getting out of their own way and running any offense here.
Yeah, they seem to just still have that little bit of struggle on serve receive. I think just going to require some early communication, and then when they do get in system, a few unforced errors from the attacking side. So I'd like to see an in-system ball here go to Gracie Gibson in the middle to she seems to always get the spark going for the team and string a few points together. It just feels a little bit similar to Friday night where Iowa would score maybe 1, maybe 2 points and then give it back to Illinois, and Illinois would kind of go on a 3 to 4 point run, just kind of create this 5-point gap throughout the whole set.
Well, and you've got to get that production out of your outsides, out of your pins particularly. You get in a rotation right now. Dom Phil's having a hard time. Looks like good swings. They're just not finding the court, and you've got to find the court. Obviously, with 2 hitting errors, there's no blocks on the Illinois side. You've got to make them play balls, and you obviously can't roll them in either. We saw what happens there when you hit a soft one over and they come running a free ball out of the middle at you. It's not a good thing either. Iowa's depth being tested right now. Reagan Riley to serve again. Urquhart, Amaral dumps it over. Oh, diving play from Terry. Mosier's blocked. Heads up play there. Dom Phil's not getting what she wants on the offensive side, but stays alert there and gets the soft Mosier tip and sends it back for a good block.
See if we can close the gap here.
Amaral sends a floater over. Riley pushed it to the right side. Mosier's blocked. And it's just tipped right over as the ball sat right on the tape for Bohm. 2 of the easiest kills she'll have all year.
Yeah.
The 2 she's had here in 3 points.
It's a really solid block by Gibson and Phil's out there, but yeah, just unfortunate, landed over the top of the tape.
And Mosier now, great server, so. Urquhart with the dig up. Deary chops it over. Terry with the dig. Mosier pushed it outside. Hernandez is blocked. Libero steps in. Hernandez with another big rip off the block. Gallus, Amaral, Phils off the block. Terry with the dig. Mosier dumps it over. Gibson punches it up. Good ball from Deary. Phils through the block and scores. There's Dom's first. Way to stay with it.
Seems to be connecting a little bit more now. I think maybe the sets were too low, kind of the first few that she got, but now she's being a little bit patient, waiting for that ball to drop just a little bit so that way she can get on top of it and get a good contact.
Yeah, getting better timing with that will be let her get that rhythm and feel like she's floating a little bit. 13-9 Illinois. Warden serves it right down the line. Good pass from Hernandez. Mosier outside, off the block, dug by Amaral. Swing from Urquhart, sails all the way over everything.
Set got a little far past the antenna there for Urquhart to do anything with that ball.
I think she was going for a little top spin, just couldn't quite get enough on it. Hernandez knocks it over. Warden, not a great pass. Amaral out to Urquhart again. Dug up and in play, and that'll just go for a kill. First pass was a line drive at the middle, who tried to kind of protect it and just sent it out towards the left pin. Gallus quick to knock it over. Martinez Mundo, middle attack. Dug by Amaral, but out of bounds. Kari Bohm with her 3rd kill. Good, she's leaving.
We were saying her name a lot.
She heads to the bench. Christina Martinez Mundo in to serve for her. 15-10. Boy, we've seen this score a lot in the last, well, this weekend for sure. Serve comes over at Warden. Bad pass. Urquhart off the net. Good swing, but dug up. Right side. Good solid swing. Amaral in the air. Warden chases it down. Gallus will have to platform it over. Sends a high ball over. Boy, that was deep and on the line. Middle attack off the block, dug by Urquhart. Amaral right side Deary. Boy, that was a fantastic set to change the defense around, but Raina Terry was just better on the block.
Yeah, she was really pressed over on that ball. Deary had a little bit of a seam to go through. I think she was trying to go more line there, but Terry got the best of that ball.
16-10 now. Urquhart, middle of the floor. Amaral, Whittingstall. Mosier with one hand. Terry rolls it into the net. Hawks catch a break there. Deary leaves. Marquardt will come in to serve. This is where we were at Friday. It's kind of arm's length. You just got to find a way to push through that. Marquardt, good serve. Middle attack. Dug by Gallus. Urquhart gets it. Amaral tips it over. Smith all the way out to Terry. Boy, middle block comes late on Terry, and that's going to be a problem.
For sure. Yep, she's really good about that cross-court swing, wrist away. Just comes with such pace, too.
5 kills already. She does have 3 errors, but Lily Berry to serve now. 17-11. Warden, good ball. Amaral pushed it across to Urquhart. She tried to go down the line and missed. That was another one of those you talked about. The pace and the timing just seemed off.
It does. Yeah, for a few players.
18-11, Berry again. Warden, middle of the floor. Amaral goes out. That one's better to Urquhart, but she misses long. Touch called. All right. Illinois denies it. Coach Thomas believes his squad, and he'll challenge.
Was that the up ref who called the touch?
I believe so.
I didn't see a line judge call one, so.
Well, the line judge there called out. The line judge here called in.
And then the up ref called touch.
And then pointed to Iowa.
I was trying to figure out what was going on. I don't think we got a media timeout at 15:10.
We called one before that.
Oh, got it.
So we busted up the media timeout.
Okay.
And so call on the floor is touch. So he'll need to see conclusive evidence that there was no touch. He's already slower than she was as we switched up ref and down ref today. Well, she might have had the easiest ones to call along the way. The right back pulls her hands down. Lily Berry gets her hands down for sure, it looks like, in that replay on the big screen up above. Can't tell the net this far away. Both teams with 2 challenges. If Coach Thomas is right, he'll still have 2. If he's wrong, he'll only have 1 left for the rest of the match. Looked like he said reversing, correct?
I believe so, because I didn't see a touch.
So no touch. Ball is out. So flip it around now. It's 19-11 Illinois. And Berry to serve again. Warden, middle of the floor. Amaral takes a rip and sends it home.
Love that swing by Amaral. I'm surprised she hadn't tried it earlier in the match, but anyways, I like the timing of that. Keep the block second guessing.
Michelle Urquhart needs a service run. 19-11, 19-12 Illinois. Just sometimes you just can't help yourself. Service run turns into an error as Urquhart sends it over the end line, trying to go down the line with the sneaky serve. Doesn't work. Raina Terry now to serve. Urquhart, not a great pass. Amaral chases it down. Back row from Urquhart. Scores off the diving back row, 20-13.
It's a good out-of-system play to still get a good swing like that from Urquhart on such a ball that Claire had to run down on that one. I like the aggression.
Yeah, and really there was nowhere for her to push it than that, so it was nice she had a back row option there. Whittingstall sends it long. Can't have nice things.
Not in this set, we can't.
21-13. A couple of ill-timed service errors for the Hawks. I've come here back-to-back late in the set. Riley knocks it at Marquardt. Amaral to Gibson. Boy, that's a good set. That was coming over Gibson's shoulder, and she was still able to take a good swing at it and get the kill. Iowa down a touchdown, 21-14.
See if they can get a little momentum going to carry over into the second set.
Amaral keeps that one in. Goes outside. And Hernandez finds the seam between Amaral and Urquhart, 22-14. Speaking of touchdowns, did you enjoy the homecoming football game yesterday?
I did, yeah. It was perfect football weather yesterday, too.
Brooke Mosier now to serve. Hawks will have to be on their toes for this one. Ooh, what a serve. Gallus, great pass, though. Amaral outside to Phils. Scores. Dom catches the back line, 22-15. I did something yesterday that I probably haven't done in 5 years.
And what's that?
I watched an Iowa football game from opening kickoff to the final whistle. I watched every second of it. Didn't channel surf.
Wow.
Didn't miss anything. Alyssa Warden with the floater over. Ball goes outside. Big swing down the line and out. Smith misses wide. They're begging for a touch this time. Coach Thomas just looks at him and says, relax, it's 22-16. I know it's your hitting percentage on the line, but take a deep breath. Warden to serve again. Good serve. Hernandez, iffy pass. Terry tries to shove it over and misses because they misconnected with Bohm. That's really, Terry's going to get the hitting error, but it's probably a Bohm hitting error.
Yeah. I'm sure Terry will make up for it.
Yes, he should get it somewhere. Bohm leaves now. DeBoer comes in for her. 22-17. Warden knocks it down the line. Hernandez better ball this time. Across. Swing through the block. Dug by Amaral. Gallus finds a way to get it in the air. Warden short ball. Good ball. Trouble there for Illinois. DeBoer high off the block. Amaral steps in. Gallus uses hands. Gives it outside to Deary. Off the block. Amaral covers again. Gallus gives it this time to Urquhart. She drives it, but Martinez-Mundo. Ball's pushed over into the block. Martinez-Mundo covers. DeBoer, Hawks did not touch that, but not going to get the call. DeBoer rolls it over. Gibson. Amaral pushes it outside to Urquhart. She goes down the line and scores. There was a challenge coming if Illinois won that point, but since Iowa gets it 22-18, 4 straight.
Yeah, that was definitely a block that happened through the tape, so Deary didn't actually touch it over the top of the tape. It's a great line swing by Urquhart to end that rally.
Warden now fires it. Oh boy, that's just not even close wide. I understand she's trying to serve Hernandez, but she just missed 1.5 to 2 feet wide on the line. 23-18. Avery Hernandez now to serve. Warden, good ball. Amaral behind Deary. Protected up, but nobody's home. Platformed over. Amaral, middle of the floor. Gibson scores. Hawks caught a break there as missed connection with the middle again on the Illinois side.
A great wrist away by Gibson there. Hawks within a few here.
23-19. Gallus. Hernandez, great pass this time. Right side swing through the block and off Amaral. Set point, Illinois. It's been such a weird set. Coach Barnes hasn't ever used his second timeout. Illinois hasn't had any huge runs other than when he used the timeout earlier.
Yeah.
But just a lot of side outs going on right now. Martinez-Mundo to serve for the set. Urquhart, high ball, Amaral to Whittingstall. She throws it over, and then she throws it again and scores.
Really smart heads-up play by Whittingstall. She was maybe thinking, I should take this and get a reset here. She could have set it up straight, but I love the smart tip shot. Nobody was there in that back corner.
Got it into the deep 5 corner, 24-20. Jamie Marquardt will try to do it for the Hawks here. Hernandez again. Raina Terry misses wide. 24-21. Coach Thomas looks over. Decides not to. Down ref still giving him the side eye just in case. Yells some encouragement to his team. Marquardt sends it at Terry. Not a great pass. Right side swings behind. It's tipped. And it's perfectly tipped by Lainey Smith. Boy, I'm not sure you could have put it in a better spot there.
Yeah, that's a really nice tip.
Illinois takes set 1, 25-21. We'll take a break. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you are in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty. For all your real estate needs, call 319-631-5455.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar because we got
no ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty sidekick sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand breaded down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
From coin flip to final whistle, show your diehard passion for your Iowa Hawkeyes all season long with your favorite black and gold gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from Niall Kinnick Stadium or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Hawkeyes branded gear from the Shields fan shop. Visit us at your local Shields or shields.com and let's cheer on the Hawkeyes. Shields, proud partner of Iowa athletics and football fans everywhere.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. John Evans here with Reagan Coyle. All right, we talked Friday night about how the sets didn't necessarily feel as close as the final scores might have been in some cases. How do you feel about 25-21 Illinois in the first?
Still kind of the same. I feel like Illinois was pretty in charge of that set kind of all the way until the end. Iowa went on a solid run there to kind of bring it within 4, but pretty even on numbers-wise. I mean, Illinois 14 kills, Iowa 13 kills, Illinois hitting 179, Iowa hitting 194. So with, Illinois struggling at the end there, it kind of made it a little bit more even, but there's just a few things that Iowa can clean up on their side. Less, lots of service errors and just miscommunication on defense that I feel like if they clean up, they have a set. That's the 4-point difference there.
Yeah, it feels like the difference, 14 kills for Illinois, 13 for Iowa. Obviously then 11 to 10 in assists. Iowa actually higher hitting percentage. Digs the same, blocks the same. But, kind of what we mentioned at the beginning, serve receive was troublesome. Illinois 2 aces, no errors. But then there were still some out-of-system balls that caused Iowa some trouble. And then Iowa 1 ace and 3 errors, and all 3 of those errors came late in the set. They were poorly timed. 2 of them back-to-back that kind of give you an opportunity to stop runs, and then one was Alyssa Warden late. She'd had a nice little serving run, but then she misses a serve out and lets Illinois off the hook, and kind of didn't let Iowa get any closer at that point.
Yeah, it's going to be important this set for Iowa to go on runs of their own and to not let Illinois score, 3-4 points here and there. Minimize those service errors, minimize those hitting errors, and we've got ourselves a better matchup here.
Yeah, 66.7% side out for Illinois, 56 for Iowa. So it's been kind of back and forth. Warden knocks it over. Good pass from Hernandez. Rolls over. Urquhart's there. Amaral chases through. Big high ball to Deary, who has to tip. Smith puts it in the air. Boy, that ball's too tight for Terry, but she just wins a joust. Ball was really kind of on the Iowa side. She went up and aggressively two-hand shoved over.
Yeah, Deary went up and tried to kind of swat at that ball, but Terry was up there last and ended up getting that contact on the other side.
That's your 5th-year senior going up like she means it.
Yep.
Martinez Mundo, good serve. Amaral pushes it outside to Urquhart. Diving play from Martinez Mundo, but it's into the bench. And that is, give full credit to Amaral there, saving that ball, getting it pushed to the outside. Middle blocker not realizing that she was a back row setter, stayed with her and gave Urquhart a one-on-one swing. Gallus knocks it over. Bad pass from Hernandez, ace serve. 2-1 Hawks, second ace of the match for Iowa.
It's a good aggressive serve by Gallus. Anything that you can do to get them out of system right now is going to be beneficial for Hawkeye defense.
Hernandez, middle of the floor. Terry, blocked and off Terry's body. 6 kills, 6 errors for Terry so far. So on 14 swings, basically if she swings at it, the point ends. It's just a matter of does it end, who gets the point right now. Gallus knocks it at Hernandez again. Another bad pass. Terry will get another try. This time it ends in favor of Illinois. It's a good swing from her. She just kind of chopped it down the line.
Yep, got blocked, stuff blocked once there. Time for a changeup. Good roll shot. High line, finds deep one on the court.
Lily Berry now to serve. 3-2 Iowa leads here in the second. Urquhart, great pass. Emerald. Urquhart, good sharp cross. Her favorite there, the little thumb down to the 4-5 seam.
Love that swing by Urquhart. She's just so good about that sharp angle. Just almost impossible to defend.
And she's got 6 now, matching Terry's mostly swing for swing. Jamie Marquardt to serve. Jamie goes cross at Hernandez. Right side slide through the block, one-handed up from Amaral. Gallus, good ball to Urquhart. She tips, oh boy, use Mosier. Across to Terry. Hammers it home, finds the back line.
Just such a powerful swing by Terry. Even if she is, trying to go around the block, she just has such power behind her swing. If it does get a touch off the block, it's usually hard to track down.
Hawks catch a break that she goes back to serve, but she's really good from there, so. Hops forward. Fast knuckleball. Oop, Amaral gets it in the air. Gallus gets lucky without a two-handed carry. Mosier with the right side swing. High on the net. And the Hawks get the point. Good heads-up play there from Whittingstall. She found the ball. We talked about that Friday night, too. That ball ricocheted straight up in the air. This time the blockers found it, and Mosier, the hitter, couldn't find it.
Like I said on Friday, when you're coming down and you don't know where the ball is, but everyone's yelling at you. Maybe a sign to look up, but then at that point it's too late.
5-3 Iowa. Urquhart to serve. Mickey sends the floater. Berry with a good pass. Outside, that was Hernandez. She's primarily been Iowa's serving target, which is better than what Iowa did on Friday night, where they continually served the libero.
Yeah.
Cochran, right? Reagan Riley knocks it across at Urquhart. Good ball there. Emerald slide to Whittingstall. It was behind her, though. Berry with the dig. Hernandez right down the line and scores. Tied at 5.
Amaral having a tough time just getting a good seal on that right side block over there. I'd like to see her connect on one.
Riley fires across again. Urquhart, great pass. This time the slide was timed better, but still blocked. Gallus, back row to Urquhart. Scores. I had that one.
You did. Felt it.
The Illinois shot chart there blocked me from getting the good one-handed scoop. The ball ricochets off of the back row. 6-5, Iowa leads. Hannah Whittingstall now to serve. Fires it right in the net.
Kind of the opposite of what she did when she was on this side of the court. She went on a nice run for Iowa.
Her first serving run was pretty good, and then she's had a couple service errors since. We're tied at 6. Mosier. Ooh. She sends that one into the, now there's 2 camera guys there. If you can picture Major League, she just hit the guy in the forehead. There was no decision making from the Hawkeye back row there. 7-6 is team straight service errors. That's Illinois' first. Emerald, good drop serve there. Ace serve. Dropped it right in front of Martinez Mundo.
Finally getting opportunities to have Illinois be out of system. Great pressure from the service line by Amaral.
See if Amaral can get it over at Hernandez this time instead. Martinez Mundo takes it. Mosier pushes it outside, tipped over. Amaral with great dig. Gallus will step in. Across to Phils. Blocked, covered by Amaral again. Urquhart, Phils another try. Tips it over, uses Mosier. Terry steps in, pushes it out to Hernandez. Tips, block, scores. Phils and Gibson there. Just went right down the, bounced off Hernandez's head and found its way to the floor. Amaral again. Martinez Mundo, good pass. Right side Hernandez, off the block, dug by Amaral. Gallus, right side, Deary. Through the block, Mosier with a great dig. Hernandez, right side swing. Urquhart, good ball. Amaral dumps it over. Bohm is there. Terry gets it. Smith pushes it over. Urquhart, Amaral. And that's something you don't see very often. Gracie Gibson blocked one-on-one by Kari Bohm.
Yeah, Bohm knew Gibson, you know, it's pretty obvious. You see Gibson's shot chart. She loves to go that crossbody swing. Bohm just kind of took that away from her and forced her to go wrist away.
9-7 now. Ball goes out to Fils. Going to be up in the air. Hernandez gets it out to Terry, rolls it over. Urquhart, Amaral, Gibson. Dug up this time by Hernandez. Pushed all the way out. What a ball to Terry, and off the block and scores.
Really tight out of system set there. That's a smart play by Terry. She just goes high fingertips off the block there.
Hernandez floats that one over. Good ball from Urquhart. Pushed to the right side. Deary off the block and scores. That away, Gabby. Hawks maintain the lead, 10-8. Alyssa Warden now to serve for the Hawks, right down the line. Hernandez, decent pass. Mosier right side. Smith, oh boy, what a swing there. The freshman from North Carolina, right side swing right down the line.
That was a really great swing. She kind of took her approach, and her body was facing like she was going to hit cross court, and just last second, just turns her wrist, goes right down the line.
Martinez Mundo to serve. Goes at Warden. Amaral, right side, Deary again. Blocked but covered. Amaral gets it. Deary will try again. Uses Mosier. Right side to, or left side to Terry. Gallus gets it in the air. Urquhart finds a way to get there. Amaral tips it over, but it's called for a double.
Tough get there, especially with the amount of pace that that ball had coming back into the court from Urquhart. Got to find a way to get that ball cleanly over the net. Play defense.
Tied at 10. Setters get away with that a lot.
They do.
She didn't that time, though. Strong serve. Warden, good pass. Amaral outside to Urquhart. Tries to go down the line and misses again.
Yeah, I feel like it should be somewhat of an easier call now, since, you know, if they're not clearly, if the ball's going over the net, if it has any rotation, then they're going to call it. But yeah, there's been a few questionable ones the last few games that we've seen.
Illinois retakes the lead 11-10. Martinez Mundo to serve. Good strong serve again. Amaral pushed it outside to Urquhart. Boy, they got that in the air. Great play. Amaral, Gallus, Deary scores. Hawks won the point, but Illinois made Iowa win it twice. That was really good defense there by Illinois.
Yeah, good kind of reach by Mosier to get that ball over the net.
Tied at 11 now. Gabby's got 3, starting to work in the right direction. Gallus to serve. Good cross serve at Hernandez. Terry, or I'm sorry, not Terry. That was Smith, Lainey Smith. That time she went cross and scored.
Whittingstall a little late to close there to Urquhart. Urquhart a little too far in her block on the outside, but it's a good setup nonetheless, especially with that line swing we just saw a few points ago.
Say after she just beat you on the line, does that affect how you set up a little? Barry sends it over at Warden. Amaral one hand. Whittingstall's blocked but covered by Urquhart. Amaral dumps. Terry off the block. Whittingstall, good job on the cover. Gallus outside to the right to Deary. Blocked straight down.
Overall, Hawks doing a really good job of covering right now. A lot of blocks from Illinois are getting dug up. That one, you know, a little tougher to dig, but they're extending these rallies.
Terry 6'3" and Philpott 6'4". That is a huge left side block, or on the right side there. Urquhart, good ball to Amaral. Whittingstall off the block. Deary will try, rolls it over. Amaral covers. Gallus uses hands across to Urquhart. Dug by Terry. Gallus is there. Amaral, right side, Deary. Dug by Barry. Whittingstall uses hands this time. Outside to Urquhart, tips. Great dig. Whittingstall, boy, we got a lot of traffic underneath feet there on the Illinois side. And Urquhart ends up hitting it off the Mosier-Philpott block out of bounds and scores.
Really smart high swing. I was wondering if they were going to call centerline violation on that play, but I guess not.
Barry was wound up in Philpott's feet after she'd made a diving play. Philpott was trying not to break her own ankle or step on her own teammate. Marquardt to serve. Illinois 13, Iowa 12. Great pass there, middle of the floor. Slide. Boy, that was a good one. Haven't seen Illinois run that yet. Philpott chased it down on the slide.
Same thing there. Urquhart kind of camped out a little close to the antenna. Whittingstall having a tough time getting all the way close to her. There's just enough room in between the block to hit that seam.
14-12 Illinois. Raina Terry to serve. Good strong serve. Hammerall outside to Urquhart off the block. Hannah, okay, that's the return favor. Illinois got one of those earlier where the ball's blocked and it sits right on top of the net and a heads up middle. This time it's Hannah Whittingstall. Says, okay, I'll take that one. Pushes it over and scores. Hannah's third kill. Urquhart pops it at Barry. Slide again. Dug by Marquardt. Oh, blocked. Heads up play from Whittingstall and Phils as they went up and just blocked Philpott as she took a rip at it.
Really good discipline by the block to get up on a ball like that, get pressed over, take away any opportunity for them to send it back over.
Tied at 14. So theoretically, we'll have a media timeout after this point either way. Urquhart goes hard cross. Martinez Mundo, great pass. Outside swings dug up. Philpott decides to not swing at that one. Mosier tips it over. Hawks slap it back over. Mosier sends it outside, rolled over. Marquardt stumbles, gets it. Urquhart fills, no block, rolls it over. Martinez Mundo, Mosier two-hand push. Hawks slap it over. Mosier outside. Hernandez scores.
What a really great defensive rally there by both teams.
So how does Mosier not get called for a two-handed push there?
I don't know. I'd have to see a replay. There's a lot going on there.
Because that was low chest again. It kind of hangs around a long time. Anyway, it's 15-14. Great play all the way around there. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. So, I mean, I know the first set didn't go Iowa's way. I know Iowa's trailing here in the second set, but so far, I would 100% take the effort level you've gotten tonight versus, or this afternoon versus what we saw Friday night.
Definitely, and I think they're doing a better job about, trading for point versus trading 4 points for 1 point in favor of Illinois. They're doing a really good job on defense and forcing Illinois to be out of system. They're staying disciplined on the block and bringing a lot of aggression from the service line.
Yeah, Illinois hitting 269 in this set. Iowa hitting just 129, but staying in it just with high-level activity, really, and good blocks. Iowa has 5 blocks now on the match, so doing a nice job after only getting 1 in the first set. 4 blocks so far. Raina Terry leads everybody. Double-digit kills already for her. 10 kills, 5 digs. Avery Hernandez has 5 kills as well. Michelle Urquhart leads the Hawkeye charge, 8 kills, 7 digs. We played a set and a half. Gabby Deary, Hannah Whittingstall, and Gracie Gibson 3 apiece. Claire Emerald, 13 assists and 7 digs also. You're getting digs from your non-back row players primarily. 3 blocks for Hannah Whittingstall and Dom Phils. So nice job there. Reagan Riley in to serve. Urquhart, Emerald, slide to Whittingstall. What a great play again. Illinois will platform that over. Marquardt, Whittingstall again, high off the block. This time Barry will get it easy. Riley push it right side to Mosier. She tips, fills, kind of a panic slap there. She was in the right place, had a lot of stuff going for her, and then
yeah, she had enough time to come off the net and take that ball with either her platform or her hands, but like you said, just panicked a bit and tried to shove it back over, but got it in the tape.
Because really, don't you just want to shove that high in the air on your side?
Yes.
I mean, unless you're actively trying to score.
Yep, no, just pop it up and get a play on it.
Riley, good strong serve again. Marquardt, great pass outside to Phils. Dug by Terry. All the way outside. Hernandez off the block, dug by Gallus. Phils is blocked. Gallus covers. Whittingstall, nice job. Phils tries again, shoves it off the block. Great tool off the Mosier block. That was a huge point because Iowa had been trading, now down by 2, but able to preserve there, 16-15.
It's a really smart use by Phil. She's taking a couple rips at the ball. Just caught Mosier coming off the net with her block.
Olivia Lombardi checks in for Hannah Whittingstall. She'll serve. Good serve, bad pass from Hernandez. Terry steps in though with a great set. Tipped over, Phils with a diving play. Amaral fights through. Urquhart from the back rolls a beauty. Diving play from Riley. Hernandez off the block and scores. (17-15) Illinois.
Now's the time to get a stop for Iowa. Close that gap. Don't let Illinois score anymore on you, just to stay within a couple points.
Illinois' most aggressive server in Brooke Mosier. Sends it over the inline again. So when do you rein her in maybe a little bit? That one's closer than the last one she sent into the first row, but
I don't know if they want to rein her in when she's 1 ace away from getting 200.
well, no, she's not 1 ace away. Raina Terry is.
Oh, Raina
and it's
Terry,
funny
okay.
because Raina hits this little soft knuckleball, but Martinez Mundo, middle of the floor, outside. Smith finds the line.
Well, then maybe you do rein her in if she's got that top spin. I thought it was her close to 200. That's Raina Terry, okay.
Yeah, Illinois has two servers in the top 5 in aces per set. Hernandez knocks it over, uses Gibson. Emerald right side. Deary's blocked again. Gabby's having a hard time over there.
Really sizable block over there.
Timeout Iowa, 19-16 Illinois. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is responsible for our community being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments. From state volleyball, wrestling, tennis, and much more, the Sports Commission generates significant annual economic impact while adding substantially to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. Learn more at wegotnext.org. Okay, speaking of women's athletics again, we're going to go back to your attendance at the football game yesterday. How about the Iowa women's basketball team and all of them that were back in town getting introduced yesterday at Kinnick?
Yeah, that was awesome. We were actually tailgating over by Carver, so the whole team walked by us on their way in, and yeah, just really cool the amount of appreciation and love that they got from the fans. Standing ovation basically from the entire Kinnick crowd.
Larger ovation for Brendan Sullivan when he came in the game, or the women's basketball team when they were announced?
I think women's basketball still beat the Sullivan one.
Good for them. All right. 19-16 here in set 2. Illinois took the first, 25-21. After each team had a block apiece in the first set, both are a little more active on the blocking side.
Down by 3. See if Iowa can get a good pass here. Side out and end this Illinois run.
Yeah, you really need to get the ball back here. You've had a hard enough time this weekend scoring points in bunches. If you go down 4, that's gonna. It doesn't look like a giant hill on the scoreboard, but it kind of feels that way. Hernandez knocks it over. Ooh, that might have been out. Urquhart chased down by Amaral. Phils. Good swing off Mosier and scores. Huge point there. Dom's got 4.
Love the control swing by Dom. She had a few errors kind of early on in that first set. She's really cleaned it up and had some really smart swings.
And now you need Alyssa Warden to be really good at the line. She's been serving at Hernandez from 5-1. Does it again. Martinez Mundo dives in. Terry gets a swing from off the net and hits a changeup in front of Gallus and scores. Terry had 6 kills and 6 errors in the first set. She has 11 kills now and still just 6 errors. Iowa probably didn't need her to heat up.
Nope.
Martinez Mundo to serve, 20-17 Illinois. Gallus, bad pass, chased down by Amaral. Urquhart gets a swing and scores. That wasn't as sharp as she normally goes, but she's able to bounce it in front of Martinez Mundo. 20-18. Joy Gallus floats it over at Terry. Great ball to Mosier, middle attack. Just swiped over. Boy, that was not great connection with Philpott, but good enough.
Yeah, a little high on that one ball. I know Mosier's kind of saying my bad on that one, but she still found the floor, kind of an off-speed tip over the net on her way down.
21-18. Lily Berry to serve. Warden, middle of the floor. Emerald dug up by Hernandez. Mosier takes a swing at it and scores, 22-18. Coach Barnes eyeing it up, and he will use timeout number 2, with Illinois 3 points away from taking a 2-set lead. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. All right, so what you've got Mickey in the front, Hannah in the front. Where are you going to score your point here at 22-18? Because you have to have this side out.
If we get a good pass, I'd like to see Whittingstall on that slide, because she's been doing a really good job of getting on top of the ball and kind of attacking that zone 1. Really, really solid swing there, but out of system ball, you know, you got to go to Urquhart. She's going to bring the heat no matter what, and she's been the leader out there for most of the match, and she's heating up, 9 kills and leading the Hawks with that, but need a good pass nonetheless.
Michelle hitting 217 on the day. Terry up to 250 now with her 11 kills, 6 digs, and 3 blocks. She's filling up the stat sheet nicely. Yeah, Illinois 382 this set. And really what they've done is they've eliminated their own errors. Iowa had 1 block in the first set. Iowa has 4 blocks in the second set, but that's all Illinois has for hitting errors is those 4 blocks.
Yep.
So they've cleaned up their mess a little bit and made Iowa work and earn the points. 17 kills for Illinois in this set. Berry. Urquhart. Emerald back to Urquhart. High off the block. Urquhart takes another swing. Hernandez took a kind of an iffy one-handed slap at it and got it up in the air, and then looked at a diving Martinez Mundo going, oh, sorry, I needed that a little higher for you.
Good second contact by Urquhart. Just stay aggressive on that ball, too.
She's in double figures now, and Jamie Marquardt will serve. Down the line. Berry, great pass. Whew. Yeah, I just don't think you have to risk some serve, because if Terry's great out of system, but in system, I don't know if Iowa has a block enough to really create too much issue for her. 23-19, Terry to serve again. Off the tape, not a great pass. Back row, Warden. Terry with the dig. Mosier pushes it out, rolled over, and what a spot.
Found the end line.
Hernandez just finds the back line. And Raina Terry will serve for the second set. A good block there from Amaral in the overpass. Dumped over by Mosier. And Whittingstall blocks it right back to her.
Good heads-up play by Whittingstall just to get some hands on that ball. Illinois defense unable to get that up.
And she blocked it with some aggression as she flipped her hands at it and sent it into the back line. 24-20. Michelle Urquhart will try to keep the Hawks alive. Serves it at Martinez Mundo, goes outside. Hernandez goes off Urquhart. Fills high off the block. Whittingstall slaps it off Martinez Mundo, but a great diving play from Berry. Marquardt, Amaral, Whittingstall tips and scores.
Nice little change up on a ball that was a little off the net for Whittingstall. Smart tip right over the block. Nobody there to cover that.
24-21. Urquhart comes forward, goes sharp at Martinez Mundo again. Slide, oh boy. Have not seen that out of Philpott, but boy, she just went straight through the seam and sent it straight to the floor. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a beautiful slide. Really quick tempo too. It's hard for the block to get anything on that.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good quick arm whip right through. I mean, it's wasn't even all the way out to the pin, but it's still hard for the middle to come out and close it, and actually couldn't get it closed. 25-21, Illinois repeats set 2. Repeats set 1 with the same win in set 2. We're going to take a 2-minute break. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar because we got
No ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty sidekick and sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand breaded down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
From coin flip to final whistle, show your diehard passion for your Iowa Hawkeyes all season long with your favorite black and gold gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from Niall Kinnick Stadium or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Hawkeyes branded gear from the Shields fan shop. Visit us at your local Shields or shields.com and let's cheer on the Hawkeyes. Shields, proud partner of Iowa athletics and football fans everywhere.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Hey Hawks, Peyton Sanford here. Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa student athletes like me to support charities throughout Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Kirk Ferentz. Support Iowa's corn farmers by pumping up with Unleaded 88. Fuel your drive to the game with a clear choice at the pump. Unleaded 88 is cheaper, greener, and homegrown. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Let's go Hawks.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. John Evans, Reagan Coyle here. Illinois has taken the first two sets, 25-21 in each set. Just saw a pretty cool performance from the Spirit squad and their campers. My only complaint with it was they put the campers in orange shirts. Probably the wrong day for that.
It is a very Illinois orange as well. Not just any orange, but we'll just say it's Halloween theme.
Yeah,
next week.
It is Halloween theme, but it matched up. It matched up neatly with the uniforms on the far end of the court there. So through two sets, 25-21, Illinois in both. But boy, they were dramatically different sets. Illinois hits 179 in the first, hits 385 in the second. Iowa 194 in the first, 170 in the second. But felt like the first set, Illinois kind of blew out to the lead, and then, again, it was like we saw Friday night. Older sibling kind of stiff-arming younger sibling the whole time. That set felt back and forth for the most part until late in the set. Illinois just kind of pushed away at the very end.
Yeah, it was better, like you said. They instead of the 5-point lead throughout the whole set, it was back and forth. Just a few things that Iowa can do a little bit better just towards the end of the set. Stay disciplined on serve receive. Keep your offense spread. Right now, a lot of balls going to Michelle Urquhart. She's doing really well, but got to keep that block guessing a little bit. Got to hold the middle. I'd like to see a few more swings by Amaral if she can. And obviously, from a defensive standpoint, got to find a way to stop Brandon Terry.
When I was thinking that late in the set, too, you know, Amaral early in the year was very offensive. How much of it is the injury still slowing her down a bit, and then maybe it's, hey, your setter first, and then you look for your offense, and so trying to find that balance and walk that line and make sure you're getting everybody involved the right way. Avery Hernandez to start off the third set. She goes at Warden. Amaral. Gibson misses wide. Boy, that was very close.
I like the idea of going Gibson. It's a great pass and set, but just outside the sideline there.
Hernandez goes at Urquhart this time. Amaral tries again with Gibson and scores.
Love going back to Gibson on that ball, even though she made an error on the first ball. Go to her again, see if she can kind of redeem herself on that second swing.
Gallus to serve. Knocks it down the line. Good ball to Hernandez. Right side swing. Smith through the block and scores. She's done a nice job with, she keeps showing middle enough that you keep that block honest, and then turns and kind of whips it down the line. It's not a changeup when she goes down the line either.
No, it's a really strong line swing that she has.
2-1 Illinois. Martinez Mundo to serve. Warden steps in. Amaral, middle to Whittingstall, and wasn't the best connection ever, but she finds the one corner and scores.
Kind of an off-speed chop shot to that one corner. Probably not the swing she wanted, like you said, but still a kill nonetheless.
And I missed the change there. Rosa Vesti was in for Gabby Deary. She leaves now, though. And Jamie Marquardt comes in to serve for her, tied at 2. Good strong serve from Jamie. Good pass from Hernandez. Right side to Terry. Tried to slap it off the block. And Iowa finally gets another hitting error on Raina Terry with the block.
There's a good block by Amaral. They've been attacking her when she's been in the front row every time with Raina Terry being matched up, and it's nice to see Claire get one.
3-2 Iowa. Marquardt again. Another good serve. Great pass, though. Middle attack. That was Philpott. It's a good job to kind of go opposite there. As the ball was coming at her, she went back that same direction.
Yeah, Whittingstall was up high on that block, too, but just one-on-one opportunity with a hitter like Philpott. She's going to find a way to get a kill.
Barry. Good pass from Marquardt. Amaral dumps it. Terry was transitioning, kind of saw it a little late, but couldn't control it with her hand. And there's the offense from Claire, her second kill.
I like to see it, getting involved early. Make that middle second guess every time.
Well, and you keep Terry in a little closer, too. Maybe she transitions a little slower. Urquhart off Barry and scores. Fourth ace for the Hawks.
Illinois knows she serves that no-looky. They were calling it earlier when they were on this side, watch the no-looky down the line, but Urquhart just serves it with so much pace. Even if you're expecting it to come to you, it might catch you off guard.
5-3 Iowa. Mickey sends a float this time, uses Philpott. A lot of traffic. Philpott blocked by Phils, but Philpott covers herself. Barry. Back row Hernandez, good roll. Urquhart diving play. Amaral slide to Whittingstall. Block was late, and she scores easy through the hole, 6-3.
Love the reverse by Amaral there on the slide. She was pushed way off the net to try to track that ball down, and she reverses it anyway, and Whittingstall just cuts it cross court. Gets a kill.
Might be the biggest lead Iowa's had in the whole weekend, 6-3 here. Urquhart, fastball at Barry again. This is a good pass, though. Outside to Terry, blocked. Boy, it sat up there for just a little bit. Whittingstall couldn't quite find it.
It was a great block touch there. One that you would love to get up if he can, but kind of in between Phils and Whittingstall.
Yeah, great hustle from Phils to try to get it in the air. Just couldn't do it. 6'4", Raina Terry to serve. Decent pass from Marquardt. Amaral to Phils. Off Martinez Mundo. Hernandez dug by Urquhart. Overpass. Mosier. Ooh. Hawks got that in the air somehow. Whittingstall slaps it over with 2 hands. Mosier's tight. Pushes to Philpott, and that time she scored. I thought she scored the first time.
I think she did too. I think it was down, but they just kind of went for it. Phils and Whittingstall both got caught jumping with Mosier on those 2 balls. Illinois made him pay with that second slide.
As my parents would have said to me when I was a kid, Coach Yale makes a better door than a window. That serve sails long from Terry. 7-5 Iowa leads. All right, Hannah Whittingstall will get a serve again. See if she goes to the float this time or if she stays with the top spin. Stays with the top spin. Buried, decent pass all the way across. Hernandez down the line. Amaral, good high ball. Urquhart gets a try. Good swing from off the net. Mosier pushed it back row to Terry, and she's over the line again.
Great dig by Urquhart, though, on that back row attack.
We have seen some excellent back row attacks in the last couple of tries here in Extreme. Illinois has not been able to pull it off yet. Whittingstall. Ball got behind her just a little. You can see it in her toss. She outran the toss almost and sends that long 8-6. Four aces, 5 errors for the Hawks. Reagan Riley now to serve. Urquhart, great ball to Amaral. She tried to dump it, but Hernandez, smart play, was sitting right on top of her.
She was ready for that ball. They have an aggressive setter in their gym, Mosier, so easy adjustment to stay balanced and be ready for Amaral's attack.
Good pass, Marquardt outside to Phils. Boy, that was poorly timed again, but pushed up. Hernandez shoves it. Marquardt gets it. Phils from off the net. Good dig from Terry. Right side swing. Mosier blocked. Phils and Gibson send it right back to Mosier. Illinois runs the super modified 6-2. That's why you get the Mosier swings when Reagan Riley comes in as a serving sub. Amaral to serve. 9-2. Hits the bottom side of the tape.
Tough get there for Iowa. Just when you get some momentum going, like a good roof block like that, you got to make that serve.
9-8. Back-to-back service errors for the Hawks, and now you get the toughest server from Illinois, Brooke Mosier. Overpass. Illinois in system. Right side swings, tipped over. Phil slaps it back. Right side from Hernandez, dug up by Gallus. Amaral outside to Phils. She scores. Nice job. Dom Phils with 5.
She's been connecting really well after her first errors in the first set. She's swinging really high and just connecting good on that ball, just finding a deep spot in the court to force Illinois to play defense.
She's not hurting herself now. She's at least making Illinois dig the ball. 5 kills now and 19 swings for her. 4 blocks as well for the freshman. Warden knocks it over. Mosier pushes it back outside. Smith through the block and scores. It's a good left side swing for the freshman. She's shown right side swings to be really good. 10-9 Iowa. Avery Hernandez to serve. Warden. Amaral pushed it all the way across. Urquhart, strong swing, but dug by Martinez Mundo. Terry tries to shove it off the block. She's covered. Right side swing from Smith. Left hands it over. Gallus, Amaral, Urquhart blocked, covered by Gallus. Amaral, right side to Vesti. Gets it into Martinez Mundo's chest and scores.
Great line swing by Vesti there to get some production out of our right side hitters here, just to further spread out that offense.
Yeah, just to keep the Terry's block has been very good, but keep her honest in there. 11-9. Iowa leads here in the third, trail 2-0. Joy Gallus sends the serve over. Good pass from Hernandez, outside to Terry. Blocked, Rosa Vesti, Hannah Whittingstall.
That's what it's going to take to slow Illinois down. You got to start with Rena Terry, their best hitter right now. Now look for them to kind of switch it up and go right side to
get back over to Smith again.
Yep, get back to Smith.
Gallus sends it at Martinez Mundo. Terry again. Goes high hands and gets it into the 5 spot and scores.
If she can't score with a bounce, she's going to switch it up and do something different and just go high over the block to find the backcourt.
Yeah, just ran a jump a little higher and go get this. 12-10. Martinez Mundo to serve. Warden. Emerald gets it to Whittingstall. She's dug by Mosier. Terry will get a swing. Oh boy, that's a ball Iowa's got to get in the air. Finds the, actually just found the 6th spot there really, just between the back row Iowa defenders, 12-11 Iowa. Iowa ducks out of the way. I heard a lot of outs, and it was in.
It did drop at the last second.
Ace number 3 for Illinois, and they've come all the way back, tied at 12. Urquhart, Emerald, back to Urquhart, off the block, and it's wide. Boy, Gallus was diving to get there. Fortunately for her, fortunately for Urquhart, it was an inch wide.
Wonder if she pulled her arms back there. I couldn't see since she was going the opposite direction.
It didn't look like she pulled back. I just think it hit the ground before she could get there. Marquardt to serve, Iowa by 1. Terry uses hands, comes back outside to Terry. High off the block, Urquhart, Emerald, Whittingstall. And Terry's just sitting there posted up. And oh, Hawks catch the point. She's called in the net. We'll get a challenge. I didn't see her in the net, but
I didn't see her either.
I don't think this is going to take long, and I don't think it will come out in Iowa's favor, but he called it immediately, so.
Not the block you want to test if you're Iowa, though. Terry camping out there by the antenna.
That's another one of those I was kind of hoping Emerald was going to go on, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was there. It was perfect for.
You know, all it takes is one block from Illinois to make her second guess attacking that ball.
Yeah, even if you're not entirely successful, you're going to keep Terry. So as it stands, it's 14-12. Yeah, we're going to reverse it. It'll be 13 all. Give Terry the block again. It'll be her 4th. Yeah, it was the ball that hit the top of the net. She wasn't even close, as he explained it to Coach Barnes, which is kind of what it looked like to me as we watched it live.
Yeah, he must have just had a bad angle on it.
So we're 13 all now. Lily Berry to serve. Sends it over at Gallus. Emerald chases it down, out to Urquhart. She goes down the line, blocked back to the Iowa side, and nobody from Iowa tracked it over until it was too late. So somebody's going to get a dig kill there.
Yeah, plenty of time to run that ball down to get it up, but I think Urquhart second guessed it there.
14-11, Illinois has retaken the lead. Marquardt, decent pass. Emerald back to Urquhart. She scores. So that had to be Lily Berry that got that kill. We're tied at 14 now.
See if Mickey can get a no-looky ace here.
Mickey no looky. I like it. Oh,
dang it.
and she,
It's close.
wow, that they did not abort that mission because they thought the ball was out. They aborted that because they didn't know who was going to get it.
Yeah.
Illinois gets lucky that that they got out of the way, and Mickey misses just long. 15-14, Illinois will lead to the timeout. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by Molly's Cupcakes in downtown Iowa City for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. So 15-14 here in the third.
Crowd going crazy for some T-shirts.
Everybody wants a free T-shirt. So Iowa doing a better job here. Illinois hitting 174 this set, and Iowa hitting 316. So kind of backed up a number there, and Iowa winning the block wars 9-5. But
Yeah, just not quite reflective of the score, just being down by 1. This kind of midway through the set here. This is a must-win set for Iowa. Got to stay aggressive from an attacking standpoint.
won 1 ace and 3 errors here in the set, halfway through. On one hand, as we talked about it earlier, you're going to have to live with some measure of aces or errors because you have to serve aggressively. Because if you just serve over a bunch of lollipops to Illinois, they're going to run Raina Terry down your throat. You're going to have a lot of problem. And then once you settle there, then Philpott has done a nice job in the middle, and so you're going to have to have some of that aggression. And I'll even take that last serve there because Illinois had complete miscommunication. It just worked out for them. See how Raina Terry does from the line now. She gets ace number 200. She serves it off of Urquhart's platform. Congratulations, Raina. Third player in Big Ten history with 200 aces. Cameron Hayworth may come close to that this year too. And then she returns the favor with an ace, or an error, sorry. So 16-15. Yeah, the only thing Raina hasn't done so far is get an assist, so she really needs to bump assist one to somebody at some point. Olivia Lombardi now serves it over. Gets it into Barry, good serve. Off the block, Urquhart. Amaral, There's the offense you wanted to see. She just missed it, hit it in the top of the tape and fell down on the Iowa side.
Yeah, I was going to say I really love the idea. Just caught the top of the tape just enough to prevent it from going over the net. She was wide open for that swing.
And it bled along the tape. Thought it might try to roll over. 17-15. Reagan Riley now to serve. Marquardt, Amaral, Gibson on the slide. Don't see that one a ton. She gets the kill. Yeah, I was almost going to be okay if Claire decided to swing at that one again.
I know, I thought she might too.
You'd go back to a hitter again, so I was almost going to be okay with seeing her go back to it again, but like giving it to Gibson. Hawks trail by 1 here in the third. She floats that over. Gets the kill there from Hernandez.
Illinois' outside's just really solid. As soon as you get Raina Terry in the back row, Hernandez doesn't let up either on her swings. She's been really solid tonight. That's her 9th kill.
9th kill now, going to be hitting over 300 when they update the stats there. 18-16, Brooke Mosier to serve. Boy, that's a beauty. Amaral fills off the block, dug by Martinez Mundo. Outside off the block and scores. Hernandez again. She's in double figures now.
Iowa as a whole just really struggling on that right side to get any stops from Illinois' outside hitters. They're just so smart, have really high volleyball IQ. If their cross court's not working, they're going to try to tool high hands on the line.
Illinois by 3. Mosier with the high toss and the rip. Gallus, great pass. Gibson has to tip though. Look out now. Hernandez has to tip, dug by Phils. Urquhart has to tip, but boy, it is fourth-year senior perfect as she dumps it right into the 2 spot and scores.
It's a really beautiful tip, and that's so hard to do when you're coming out of the back row, having to broad jump that attack and push it a little bit more than a normal tip that you would in the front row.
When everybody could see she was going to tip,
Yep.
and so still to get it into a spot where Illinois couldn't find it. And Iowa with the service error again. Warden tried to go right down the line.
I think I know what they might be doing in practice this week.
Hits the top of the tape and falls on the Iowa side, 2017. Avery Hernandez to serve. Warden overpass. Amaral saves it with one hand, and Gibson finds the line. Great job from Claire Amaral. Great job from Gracie Gibson there to get that ball in and keep Iowa with a chance here in the third set. 20-18, Gallus. Good pass from Hernandez. Right side swing, Smith through the block and scores.
Smith has been really great tonight from the right side. That's her 8th kill, and just hitting so well. Even a ball like that was kind of inside for her. She just found a way to go high hands and still get a 1 in the kill column for her.
Yeah, she's over 400 also, so you've got two pin hitters over 400. Right side to Vesti. Mosier. Terry from the inside the floor rolls it over. Gallus with a diving play. Amaral across to Urquhart. Blocked straight down by Smith and Philpott. And Coach Barnes needs a timeout at 22-18. Express Midwest is Iowa's locally owned and operated ground transportation specialist who have served Iowa City for more than 37 years. With a selection of chauffeured black cars, limos, sprinters, and buses, they have solutions for all of your transport needs. Check out their website at expressmidwest.com.
A really tough block to test there. Philpott 6'4", Lainey Smith 6'3". Not one that you want to test the strength of, find a way to go around it or get a tip or a shot. On the other side, make Illinois play some defense.
The Illinois block, Philpott has 4. She's had a hand in 4 of the 6. But yeah, I think when you look at the roster and you look at the roster sizes, I'm not sure I would have thought Iowa was going to win the blocking battle 9-6, but it seems like when Illinois has needed a stop, their block has stepped up and been really good.
Yep.
15 kills for Raina Terry. Avery Hernandez also in double figures with 10. And again, Raina's just filled up the stat sheet with an ace, 8 digs, and 3 blocks. Hernandez, though, 10 kills, hitting .333 with 4 digs. Lainey Smith, 8 kills, hitting .438. Brooke Mosier, 26 assists and 6 digs. Ashlyn Philpott, 5 kills and 4 digs. Michelle Urquhart leads the Hawks, another double-double for the senior. 13 kills, 11 digs. Hannah Whittingstall, 6 kills, 6 blocks. And she has filled up the stat sheet. She's got an assist, she's got an ace, she's got a dig. So a little bit of everything, hitting .278. Gracie Gibson, 6 kills and 3 blocks, .455. But right now, Iowa needs a pass on Christina Martinez-Mundo's serve. Did not get a very good one. Urquhart from off the net, off the block. Martinez-Mundo. Mosier dumps it. Hawks get it in the air. And Urquhart tried to get a little tricky and score instead of just living to fight the point.
Yeah, just got too much on that ball.
23-18. Went to the 5 corner and missed by 6 inches or so. Good strong serve. Warden. Amaral right side to Vesti. Blocked but covered. Urquhart off the block. Terry's there. Whittingstall. Amaral. Whittingstall. Dug by Mosier. Whittingstall covers. Amaral behind Urquhart, but she tools it off the Smith block.
If you need a kill late in the set, Urquhart's your go-to. After an error, kind of sending that ball deep in the court, she uses high hands on Smith's block and gets a tool.
14 for her now. And Jamie Marquardt has to start the hill climb right now. 23-19. Good serve. Terry overpass. Amaral knocks it off of Martinez-Mundo. 23-20. And Coach Thomas will go ahead and use a timeout. to not let Iowa get any more momentum. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. Every day, University of Iowa Healthcare is working to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. All those reads were easier to get in when we were playing 4 and 5 sets. We compressed those into 3. I got to work harder to get them all in. All right, so Coach Thomas uses the timeout to ice the freshman server. Not sure. Is she anywhere? Is she over on is she by herself? Is she?
Yeah, down by 3. It's go time here if you're the Hawks.
Well, in a perfect world, what? You get to at least 22 before you side out? I mean, obviously, you just love to forget siding out. Let's get all the way to 25. But, you know, if you side out here, 24-20 is still a tough place to win the set from.
It is, yeah.
24-21 is tough, not impossible. 24-22, then you feel
feels
like
a little bit closer.
Yeah, because you feel like okay, I can now flip it over, get to 23, win a point, and I'm still in it. Iowa hitting 235 in the set, holding Illinois to 233. Could use another Iowa block here to get to 10 would be ideal. Or a Marquardt ace, I'll take either. Don't get the ace. Dana don't get the block. Give Philpott the kill on a great pass out of the middle.
Really tough ball to dig. Philpott just connects really high and kind of bounces that ball at the 11-foot line right in front of Gallus.
Yeah, I mean, you cheat up, she can push to the corner. I mean, there's not a whole lot to do there. Lily Berry will try to win it on the first try for Illinois. Overpass. Philpott on the chase. It's blocked up. Terry rolls it over, dug up. Amaral fights through traffic, slide to Whittingstall behind her. She chops it smartly. Terry will get a try, tips. Amaral pushes it across. Big swing, big rip, scores. Urquhart keeps the Hawks alive.
And Whittingstall keeps the play alive, but that diving dig by her, you don't see a middle go all out like that every game.
using my baseball analogy, that's a middle getting dirty there. She got down and went after it. Now Michelle Urquhart to serve, 24-21. We've seen this number way too many times. Good strong serve, Barry, good pass. Terried over the win, misses long, no touch. Iowa finally breaks the 21 barrier.
It's that 22-24 that you were talking about. Just feels a little bit better than, 3 or 4 points.
I was hoping to side out here, though, and not. But you've got a good server here to make the comeback. Mickey fires it down the line at Barry again. Terry for the win. Tips it over. Phils is there. Amaral dumps. Mosier dumps. Urquhart. Amaral. Slide from Whittingstall. Mosier digs. Terry sails it long. 24-23. See if Coach Thomas wants to use timeout number 2.
I think he might.
He does. Iowa within 1 here in set 3. Need to stay alive.
Right now they're just keeping the pressure on Illinois' side. Urquhart bringing a lot of heat from the service line and keeping it in, making Illinois put something together on offense. And it's still go time. You're still down by 1.
And again, I'm not a moral victory guy, but I'll take the energy and fight that we've seen today. Whether you win the match or not, you're going to win matches with this effort level, I guess is what the short version of it. You're not going to win many matches with the energy level from Friday night. So huge improvement there. So a good response from a relatively young team, and still, shuffling pieces around. You're going to need consistent pin production right now. You're trying to find whether it's Malu as she comes back, whether it's Rosa, whether it's Gabby. Somebody's got to step into that right side role and take it, own it,
And especially own it now when you have Raina Terry swinging on the outside. It's going to be crucial to get a big block on her. Amaral needs to stay disciplined, and Whittingstall needs to close that block too. You know where the ball is going if it's out of system especially.
Yeah. You don't need 15 kills from that spot, but you need solid defense and you need a threat. And right now, a Michelle Urquhart ace would come in a lot handy. She fires at it. It's a bad pass. Terry will get a rip. Fills. Amaral. Fills! And we're tied at 24.
It all starts right now from the service line by Urquhart. She's bringing the heat, and that ball was way out of system for Illinois. Not much they can do with that.
Yeah, Terry was outside the antenna, had to flip it back in. Now get the ace and take the lead. That would be even more fun. Nikki goes with the float. Martinez overpass. Hannah jump with her kid. Mosier goes up. I'm still surprised she uses two hands on that, because you're asking for trouble when you go up and push with two hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Whittingstall wants that one back. She looks a bit frustrated. Should have jumped on that with Mosier.
And now, granted, Mosier has done that a time or two and directed it around, which I get, but there was a little bit of the glued to the ground thing there, where Hannah, it was like you could see the thought process. The flow chart was, is she front row? Is she not?
Yep.
And by the time she figured out, oh yeah, she's front row, it's too late.
Yep. Got to think about that. Got to know that before the rally starts. Stay loaded. Be ready to kind of pounce on that ball if it gets tight.
Iowa's done a nice job with Mosier. She has 5 kills, but she has 4 errors as well. 27 assists for her and 8 digs. And now you've got Raina Terry going to the service line. And so 200 career aces, needs to get a dime pass. So you've got Phils, Amaral, and Whittingstall. So if you get the dime pass, are you going over on Amaral, or are you setting the slide?
I think I'm setting the slide by Whittingstall. She's been really great on the slide, but Phils is kind of on fire right now too. I wouldn't mind if we're out of system or need a little spark to set Phils too. She's been doing great.
Nice bounce back for Dom. She's got 6 kills, 5 digs, 4 blocks, hitting 190, and started slow and has kind of found her way through here. Those 2 errors came early in set 1, or at least in set 1. So Raina Terry had an ace and an error in her last. Let's see if we reverse the order this time. Terry bounces it on her hand, fires it over. Amaral tips it right to her. Blocked by the Hawks, and that's it. Dom Phils, forget the kill, Dom. Just go for the block. Tied at 25.
Love it. Whittingstall got lucky there. She jumped early on Mosier because she was second-guessing the previous play, but Dom was there to seal it, get the block.
Olivia Lombardi will try to give the Hawks the lead here late in set 3. Goes at Barry, not a good pass. Terry's going to get a rip, high off the block, back to the Illinois side. Terry again. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not Terry, that's Hernandez. Amaral, Phils tips, and the Hawks have the lead. Dom Phils with 7.
Really nice off-speed tip by Dom. Smart shot. See if the Hawkeyes can get a block on defense here to end the set.
Lombardi sends it over. Very bad pass. What a ball from Mosier, knocks it over. Marquardt. Amaral dumps. Martinez Mundo's there. Hernandez. Oh, that ball was out, but it's in the air. Tracked down. Amaral just platforms it across. Martinez Mundo. Mosier. Hawks get the block. Dom Phils again. That ball was tight. The set was, you like to call those the trap set. That She had no chance, but Dom Phils closed it off. And we're going to play another set as the Hawks win set 3, 27-25.
That win for that set was all Dom Phils. She was a really smart attacker at the end and a really disciplined blocker. And like to see them go to her more in this fourth set. She's really leading the team right now as far as the spark goes.
Well, when you're cooking like that, you might as well keep going and see where she can take you. 7 kills for Dom, 5 digs, 4 blocks. Freshman's got a short memory. She's struggled a little bit, but finding a way here. We're going to take a break. Illinois still leads 2-1, but we liven the joint up there. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hey Hawkeye fans, Peyton Sanford here with Iowa men's basketball. Your support in the stands is critical to our success on game day, but now you have another way to make a real impact. Join the Swarm today and partner with my teammates and me to service charities throughout Iowa. Together, we're making our state stronger and helping Iowa athletics become the place where we experience the thrill of winning championships. Head to iowaswarm.com for more information. Let's make a difference, Hawkeye Nation.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. John Evans, Reagan Coyle. Iowa dropped the first 2 sets, 25-21. And then fought off 4 set points there. That was 24-20.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Illinois had a chance to close it out. Michelle Urquhart went on a service run. Then Illinois had a 25-24 lead. And Iowa scores the last 3 points to win it 27-25. So I guess that would lead you to believe that was a 7-1 run by Iowa.
Finally, nice to see them show some fight while they're down, especially late in the set. First 2 sets didn't really feel like that. They really wanted that set win, and it showed by the way that they played.
Yeah, that was a lot of scrappiness too. It wasn't always pretty, but Iowa does hit 262 in the set, holds Illinois to 111. So a nice job there. Iowa up to 10.5 blocks, 10 blocks total. To get the extra half on a triple block, but now Iowa's kind of evened up most of the stats. Illinois still leads 47-41 in kills. 220 for Illinois, 208 for Iowa in hitting percentage.
And Dom Phils with 5 blocks. She's been really great on the pin.
5 digs, 5 blocks, 7 kills for the freshman. Probably her best all-around match, just kind of doing a little bit of everything as she's found a way. And again, she's, it's hard when you're a freshman. You're used to being really good. And then you come to the Big Ten and I suppose if you're in Nebraska or Wisconsin, maybe you're still used to being really good. But Dom's had to kind of find her way here in some cases. The 5 blocks, her career high. She's had 3 a couple times. So she'll have a new high there. She's got a new career high in digs. So great job from Dom all around. Alyssa Warden will start off set 4. Raina Terry, not a great pass, but she'll get a rip at it. She sends it out, touch called though.
It's been great to see Dom play so well too, just with the lineup changes that the Hawks have been doing these past few matches. She hasn't really been in long enough to kind of work through her errors, and I feel like she's been able to do that tonight and show what she can do when she's on.
Martinez Mundo knocks it over. Good pass. Amaral just missed the connection just barely with Gibson. Gibson was inside a little, and Amaral set it just a little bit more to the middle of the floor.
Amaral and Gibson have been struggling a little bit with their 1-ball connection.
Martinez Mundo again. That ball's overpass. Hawks catch a break. Mosier out to Terry. Off the block. Urquhart's there. Amaral. Right side of Vesti. She's blocked. Illinois with the early field goal. It's 3-0.
Hawks still struggling from that right side pin, just from an attacking standpoint. I'd like to see Rosa get going back there.
Martinez Mundo at Gallus. Great ball this time. Gibson in front of her this time. Illinois punches it up in the air. Warden. Amaral across to Urquhart. Behind her a little bit though. Martinez Mundo with a dig. Terry. Splits the seam in the block. 4 quick points for Illinois.
Interesting swing by Terry. That ball was behind her. She uses kind of her whole body and rotates through that swing.
Boy, you need a side out in a hurry now. Warden, not a great pass. Vesti has to play it. Urquhart takes a rip at it. Love the aggression. Hernandez with the dig, though. Tipped off the block by Smith. Smart play by the freshman there. And Coach Barnes will use a timeout as Illinois scores the first 5 points of set 4. Well, that was less than great.
Still a lot of game left, but not the way you want to start a set coming off a 27-25 win. Need a good pass from Iowa here. A lot of out-of-system play by the Hawks.
All right, since I don't want to recap that, let's take 30 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar because we got
No ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty sidekick and sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand breaded down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena, 5-0 Illinois. I'm John Evans with Reagan Coyle. All right, Coach. Your team had all the momentum in the world. You leaked it away. How do you get it back here with Gibson, Vesti, and Urquhart in the front row, and your setter in the back row? Who are you going to? I mean, obviously, most importantly, it starts with a great Joy Gallus pass.
Yes.
Then what?
I'm going to go to Urquhart on this ball. She's just the veteran leader out there on the court. Gibson and Amaral have had a little bit trouble connecting on their one ball tonight. I'd like to see Urquhart on her kind of 4-4 swing.
Say thumb down to 4?
If she has it, yeah. Illinois has got a sizable front row right now, but
yeah, I wanted her to tool the Smith block. Let's bring it down the line and tool the block. Gallus with an okay pass. Amaral. Ooh, she did yours. She went 4-4, and there was a hand up on it and ricocheted out of bounds over there, and Hawks get the extremely important side out. Joy Gallus fires it at Terry. Bad pass. Terry will still get a swing at it. What a set. That was a fantastic ball from Martinez Mundo.
It really was a beautiful out-of-system set. Just led Terry enough, but gave her enough space to get a really solid swing on that ball out of system. Very impressive play.
Terry now with 17. Lily Berry to serve. Good pass. Amaral outside behind Urquhart. Blocked but out.
She used your advice next there.
I don't think I wanted to hit it straight into the block and have it come down. I was really hoping to kind of tool it off the outside hand, but she had Mosier that time instead of Smith too, so that helps. Marquardt to serve now, 6-2 Illinois. Berry, bad pass. That's an ace, 6-3. Berry doesn't always look comfortable. She kind of gets happy feet every now and again. Iowa's gone at her and Hernandez have been the two main targets. Better pass that time, outside to Terry. Long. Berry's telling Coach Thomas it's in. Coach Thomas has just given her the eye.
No, from that angle, it's really hard to see. I don't know if it's worth a challenge.
6-4 now. The ill-timed service error as she sails that long. She was coming at Berry again. That's one of those, when somebody's uncomfortable too, they're not going to play it. They're going to let it go. Raina Terry now to serve, 7-4 Illinois. Amaral covers up. Whittingstall with a great set outside to Urquhart. Martinez Mundo's there. Hernandez through the block and scores.
Iowa Black got a piece of that ball to slow it down, but defense unable to pick that up.
Terry has, because she's tall too, we've talked about this in a couple matches, she has a super high, and it's a fast float, and so it's got some real movement on it. Good ball. She overpass. Amaral gets away with a carry. Urquhart off the block and scores. Amaral lost the joust. Basically ended up kind of wearing the ball all the way down and then threw it up in the air nicely.
She'll take it, I guess.
If the referee's not going to call it, he'll be fine. Urquhart now to serve. Iowa down 8-5 here in the fourth. Good strong serve. Barry off the net. Back row for Terry. All right, that connection looked pretty good.
Haven't seen her connect on a back row attack yet tonight. It's a really solid swing when that set is where she wants it.
I say, to be fair, that's the first time she stayed behind the line on takeoffs.
Right.
Reagan Riley to serve, 9-5. Ooh, great serve there on the drop. And Kari Bohm has 4 kills on 4 swings.
Amaral just seeing a lot of action, really tight on the net. She's having to joust those balls or just be up as a blocking presence. Like to see the passing line give her a little bit more space.
Urquhart, Amaral, fills. Uh-oh. Bohm and Mosier block. Dom fills right straight down, 11-5. Yeah, I mean, really the passes are 6 inches from being great, but they're just a little over where Claire doesn't have options. Hands from Marquardt, like that. That one's off the net enough that Claire can turn her shoulders and take a rip at it. 11-6. And a Whittingstall to serve. Maybe she doesn't have top because this looks like top spin. There it is. Great serve. Illinois can't get it up in the air. Ace serve, Hannah Whittingstall. Maybe she doesn't have float. She's only got the aggressive top.
Yeah, because it looks like it's going to go float, but then she just finishes kind of high with that wrist and snaps all the way through it.
Good serve again. Barry, not a great pass. Terry pushes it. Not a great ball, but gets away with it. Marquardt fills, blocked, catches the line. Boy, that was a tough break there.
They've got Phil's number now after her great last set.
Well, they probably changed you change your blocking assignment a little bit of, okay, hey, we've been sliding off this. Let's come back. She did a good swing up from the inside of the court, just unlucky that the ball caught the line. Mosier to serve, 12-7. Took something off that. Amaral rips again, dug easy by Terry. Mosier, Smith, high off the block and out of bounds.
Dom in the right spot there, just unlucky tool off the high hands. It's a good high swing by Smith.
13-7. Mosier with the big high toss. Gallus, great pass. Amaral, back row to Urquhart. Long, no touch.
Just quite a few errors by Iowa. Illinois is not having to do much on their side.
Yeah, Iowa 4 kills, 5 errors in the set. And the worst part is they passed Mosier reasonably well. Boy, she ripped at that one. Amaral, back row to Urquhart again. Mosier with the dig. Hernandez will get a swing. And Coach Barnes will use his second timeout already, 15-7 Illinois.
Yeah, even on a very obvious out-of-system ball by Illinois, you know that ball's going to go to the outside hitter. That ball should either be blocked or dug, but just Iowa struggling as a defensive unit.
Well, that was just, I kind of looked at the stats earlier. So you've got Mickey has 13 digs. Now she's primarily back middle, so I mean, sometimes it's a function of where teams hit. She's got 13 digs. Claire Emerald with 8. You know, she's going to be back right. Your libero has 7, which just, it seems like, and that I guess is a ball that, and it's really easy for me to say, having never played the back row before and never faced anybody hitting a ball 40, 50 miles an hour at me, whatever, 60 miles an hour, whatever is coming. That ball feels like a ball that Joy can get in the air, but yet that time she's not. And so I'm wondering if it's a combination of we're not seeing it through the block, or if our block's set up in one place and we're just not quite in the right spot, or if we're just kind of having one of those days sometimes that you have and just not getting a ball up in the air.
Yeah, Illinois has been really good hitting that cross-court swing from that outside, and our right side block has been struggling, kind of slowing them down, you know, overall as a whole tonight. So it might be that, yeah, Joy can't really see the attacker because the block is, you know, supposed to take that away where they're set up, but if they're hitting around it or even over the block, that's just a really hard ball to dig, and especially if she's playing deeper on the court. Illinois is doing a really good job of finding the floor, like kind of pretty shallow on the court. They're swinging high and bringing it down.
Yeah, over would feel like you've got no chance because you're positioned sideways. If they're going over it, well then, all right, just let them bounce it wherever, unless you're getting huge tips on those to slow it down. Brooke Mosier leads the 4-0 run here for Illinois. She'll serve again out of the timeout. Sails it long, but she did her job there, 15-8. Claire Emerald to serve. Floats it at Terry. Mosier, middle attack. Bohm is 5 for 5 now.
Yeah, Gibson just was one-on-one there, a little bit late to block. Just looked too easy on Illinois' side.
Hernandez floats it over. Good pass. Emerald, Gibson blocked, covered by Gallus. Emerald pushed it out to Phils. Tried to go over the block and missed.
Looks pretty similar to the first couple of swings that we saw her take in the first set. Just she's getting underneath of it. She needs to wait a little bit longer for that ball to drop so she can get on top of it.
Hernandez, another good float server. Great ball. Behind Gibson though. Dug up by Mosier. Terry with a rip. Oh boy, she missed wide. She is not shy. That ball was super tight, and she went in and just tried to cut it 4-4.
Really tough angle, especially with a ball that's inside like that, to still try to hit the floor on that swing. But like you said, she kind of goes in with no fear.
18 kills, 13 errors now. Warden sends a high floater right at her. 6 for 6, Kari Bohm, sorry. Six kills, 4 blocks for Bohm.
Yeah, she's having a really solid night.
Somewhere in there, I'm holding the stat sheet up in my coach's office and said, "Get me the ball more." Gallus, good pass to Emerald, right side to Vesti. Return to sender, 19-9. Gabby Deary will check back in for Rosa. Iowa's right side hitters, 4 kills, 6 errors on 23 swings now. Good strong serve. Warden, tough pass. Deary has to platform it. Gallus sends a big high ball over. Mosier tipped over. That was tipped over by Philpott. And Emerald couldn't control the tip.
It's been all Illinois, like I said earlier. They're not having to do anything special. They're getting lots of free balls, and they're just kind of running offense down Iowa's throat right now.
Yeah, Iowa's passing's been suspect, and then that serve misses wide. Passing's been a little suspect, and so then your offense is super predictable, and you've either had a hard time keeping the ball inbounds or you've been blocked because Illinois, now Mosier's a little smaller, but otherwise the block is very large. Gallus, good pass. Smith Good dig from Warden. Amaral gets through to Urquhart, who tools the block nicely.
Really smart tool by Urquhart. Pretty tight set there. She can't really get a good swing with Philpott and Smith having that sizable block right in front of her. She uses those high hands and gets a tool.
Oh, and that ball misses 3 inches long. That's a pretty decent serve. That's Smith-Philpott block, both freshmen from North Carolina. Greenville and Durham. 21-11. We popped the balloon after a pretty exciting third set. Barry. Warden, good ball. Amaral outside to Urquhart. Good dig from Hernandez. Terry. Dug by Gallus. Amaral. Deary block. Gallus covers. Amaral. Whittingstall. Dug by Martinez Mundo. Terry. Rolled over by Mosier. Amaral. Urquhart. Off the block, off the antenna. That's 20 for Mickey.
20 smart kills too. She's not just doing one swing. She does it all.
20 kills. She's hit 265. Good serve from Marquardt. Mosier all the way across. Terry tips. Hawks get it punched in the air. Warden platforms over. Martinez Mundo. Mosier. Terry. Good dig. Amaral. Urquhart. Terry. That ball's in the air. Oh, how's that not a throw? Great tip. Dug up by Philpott. Terry. Dug by Warden. Amaral. Urquhart. Urquhart was exhausted. The fadeaway goes in the net. How do you backhand throw that over with your right hand? And
yeah,
not
I didn't
get
love
caught?
that. Didn't love that.
I mean, I know that one's unchallengeable, but man, that ball can't be anything but a carry. Raina Terry to serve, 22-12. Good. Pass was tight again. Amaral had to just kind of go up and tried to overhead tip it, but Philpott was right on top of her.
Seems to be the theme of this set, just a lot of tight passing. Nothing Amaral can do with that ball, but just try to defend it on the tape.
And that's a trap pass to your setter. Terry again. Ace 201 off Marquardt. And it is more fingers than I have set points. Illinois figured they didn't get enough last time, so they're going to get a few more this time. Terry floats it at Urquhart. Amaral, slide to Whittingstall off the block and out of bounds. Hannah's got 7. And this is the spot Iowa was in.
Yep.
Michelle Urquhart went on a service run with Iowa facing set points.
Does she have 11?
I don't know. I'm going to guess not, but let's see how many we can get. 24-13. We can't get any. As she missed just slightly long. Coach Barnes was thinking about the challenge card, but decided not to. 25-13 on the service error, and Iowa falls to Illinois 3-1.
Really tough fourth set just after that exciting third set by Iowa to see them fight so hard and the outcome of the fourth set the way it was.
We'll get Coach Barnes here. I think. He gave us a look and then he doubled. We'll get Coach here. Thank you. Well, I think let's start with the controllables. I like the response from the team. Even though you lost the first 2 sets, I like the response from the team with the effort and the energy level, and then it really paid off with a solid third set win.
Yeah, definitely a response that we needed to have is come out and play hard, and adjust. We had to adjust our lineup, so we, had to get in there and show that, we can out-team this other team's got a couple of really good players on it. We got to play really good team ball, and when we were in it, the first 2 sets even, we were in there. They were close. We just couldn't get a run of points from our service line. So in the 3rd set, I just told everybody I'm not calling signals. You go give me your best serve that doesn't go to the libero. And we got a little more edge there and scored enough to win.
Well, and I think one of the things that Reagan and I talked about was, Dom had a couple errors early and then really cleaned up. She had the 2 errors. It got hot there at the end of the 3rd set.
Yeah.
They blocked her a couple times, and you kind of see the gears start to grind a little bit on the freshman. But I thought overall through the middle of the match it was a really positive match for her.
Yeah, her and Mick just, Mick had
I was going to save her. She was special on a whole different level.
She was amazing. But both our left sides kept us in it because when we were out of system, which was a lot, they kept swinging aggressively and really kept us in the game. And, we just didn't have any right side, production out over there. And that's the tough part because once the right side's not effective, they can start bunching down on Gracie. And, that's where we really have a edge is when she's one-on-one, but they were able to start doubling her.
You talked about kind of having to match up player for player, and Raina Terry is a handful, but again, that's the thing I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
I think Michelle Urquhart, certainly statistically, if she didn't win the battle, she held her own. 20 kills for Mickey, 18, of course, for Raina Terry, but you made Raina Terry work. She hit 104 to get her 18 kills. Mickey hit 231.
Yeah, she Mick was a magician today as far as just hitting every shot in the book. Everything you train, she demonstrated today, and it was a little up and down passing, but still she would put the ball away if she passed it off. So you're like, well, if you don't pass well, go ahead and hit well. I just wish we could have come out in the 4th set and built off that momentum and not play like we did. We again, our passings got shaky, and that's how they break us down.
When it was so close on a couple of those, there were balls that were on top of the net that maybe if they're 3 or 4 inches back, Claire's got a chance to do a lot of different things with them. Instead, she's got to try to win a joust, and Illinois also has a super offensive setter, so they're used to playing that game.
Yes, and that's part of what, Claire's not 100% because I think she sets all those when she's 100%. Because we can pass really tight with Claire in there, but we're not able to do it yet. But Claire continues to get better as she's getting to play and did some really nice things that give us a chance, but she's still not 100%.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that. She had 1 kill and 5 swings through 2 sets. I'm like, there's a line between maybe she was too offensive early in the season, and now this probably isn't offensive enough. You want a little bit more out of her, and figuring that part of that was the injury, trying to still battle back. And you can see as she moves around the court, there's times where, there's an extra gear kicking into her of a little bit of a wince there.
Yeah, she's certainly not that explosive. That's what makes her exceptional, is how explosive she is, and she's learning how to kind of manage the game as she's trying to get that ankle all the way back. But I'm proud of our focus and effort through there. We hopefully we get Malu back here as we go forward, and that's another edge to our team that certainly gives us a chance to beat teams of this level.
Because now we go on the road, and a pretty big task with Columbus on Thursday night, and then Rec Hall and State College on Friday night.
Yeah, for sure. And that first one is one we really need to get after. And we need to get this team ready. And there's some things we can build off of what we did well tonight. And, the serve pass game's big for us, and we know we got to continue to get tougher in those 2 areas.
I'll let you get into the locker room and talk to the team coach. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Coach Jim Barnes. Iowa falls 3-1. We'll get Reagan back here for a couple final thoughts since she won't get to talk to me over this upcoming week. I was looking at the schedule. We have 3 in a row on the road, 4 in a row at home, and then 3 in a row to finish on the road to end the season. So I'll be without you here for a couple before you get sick of me there for a couple weeks there when we really fill it up. But again, you probably heard Coach there. But What's kind of your, I guess, both positive and negative takeaway here as Iowa falls 3-1?
Positive, I would say. I mean, obviously that third set, we finally saw some fight out of them, some grit in order to get that win, even though they were down. Negative, I would say, just quite the opposite. That fourth set, there just wasn't any sign of that. It was just a little rough from the start. Obviously, Illinois with that 5-point lead right off the bat just seems to be the downfall of Iowa. Whenever a team gets 5 points on them, no matter, it was the first set, it was the second set, they just can't seem to close that gap.
Yeah, can't. Well, yeah, the 7-1 run to end the third set has been unusual here in the last couple weeks, where Iowa's just had a hard time, putting the consistent serving runs together and putting up enough defense. Iowa matches Illinois on the block side, 10 blocks again, but Illinois hits 260 where Iowa hits 161.
It was really nice to see Dom Phils play well tonight. Like I said earlier, she hasn't been in long enough to really shine. And so it was good to see her kind of have a standout night. It was good to see, Claire kind of spin all the way around in that 5-1 without any subs, just to see if they can get anything going. So yeah, some positives tonight, but at least positive to know that they're capable of that fight, but they just need to see it more often and right from the first point versus waiting until the end of the set to kind of turn it on.
Yeah, I don't feel like Dom's stat line does her full justice. 7 kills, 5 errors. She only hits 080. But the errors were on the ends. There were the 2 at the beginning and there were the 3 at the end, and through the middle of the set. The only reason it's not the only reason. That's a little unfair too. One of the main reasons Iowa gets to the fourth set is because of Dom's play there in the third set, and how she really turned it on, particularly in the last 10 or 15 points of that set. Michelle Urquhart, though, just another solid game for her. But if Iowa gets her 52 swings and she's the primary serve receiver, we're going to need her just bucket loads of ice to
for sure.
To get her to survive and bubble wrap her up for the rest of the season, I guess, to make sure she gets through all the rest of the matches.
Definitely need some ice after this game. Yeah, lots of reps for her.
She leads Iowa with 20. Dom and Hannah Whittingstall with 7. Gracie Gibson with 6. Iowa hits 161. Unfortunately hit negative there in set 4. Claire Amaral with 35 assists. Joy Gallus ended up with 10 digs. Michelle Urquhart with 13. 6 blocks for Hannah Whittingstall, a career high 5 for Dom Phils. But Iowa just couldn't quite slow down Illinois. 478 in the fourth set, 260 overall. 3 in double figures for Illinois, 18 for Raina Terry. Made her work hard to get there. She only hit 104, but 12 for Avery Hernandez. She hit 355. And Lainey Smith had 10. She hit 450. I guess you can give Ashlyn Philpott 9 hitting 333. And then even Kari Bohm there. 6 for 6. 6
yeah,
swings.
That was awesome.
6 swings, 6 kills for her. So Illinois takes the first 2, 25-21. Iowa takes the third, 27-25. And Illinois cruises in the fourth, 25-13. That'll do it. We'll be back. I'll be back Thursday night. Trying to check my start time here for you. You may just have to find it yourself. There we go. Found it. 6:30 at Ohio State, Iowa on BTN. So you'll get the good crew to listen to, but you can tune in to me, and then at Penn State Friday night now. That game's been moved to Friday, 5:30. So 6:30 Thursday night, 5:30 Friday night.
I believe their next home game is versus Northwestern. Is that right?
Yes.
I'll be in UCLA actually cheering on the football team in California, so I won't be with you for that one. So it might be some time before we're back together again.
Man, so yeah, because then the following Friday after that, Iowa's at Wisconsin, and then the match you're talking about. Next time, Iowa's in Extreme Sunday, the November 10th versus Northwestern. You're going to be recovering from a cross-country trip or still in California?
I'll be still in cold California. Yeah, it'll be a super rough time, I'm sure.
Oh, if you stay there 2 weeks, you can do the match with me when we head back out. We head back out at the end of November. But That'll do it for now. Iowa falls 3-1. Appreciate you listening. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. For Reagan Coyle, I'm John Evans. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.